folks and friends, and welcome back to the factory. I have a very special bonus video for you today. I've been contacted by Magicfly, who is a company that specializes in art supplies. They've sent me some amazing products so I can try them with you guys on my channel. This is a collaboration between me and them, and they've been generous enough to send me these watercolor paint tubes for free, and I could not wait to try them out. I will also put that out there. I was not paid by Magicfly to give them a good review, so this is my true opinion, and I stand by it. I will also add that I am not a watercolor expert, and I have not played extensively with numerous brands of paint either. But I am definitely an art lover, a color aficionado, and a former art student with a bit of experience in a lot of artistic spheres and mediums. You take that as you will, of course, but I think I am well worthy of having an opinion of my own, and I hope you'll find that interesting. So now, let's take a look inside the box, shall we? So if you've seen one of my recent painting videos, you are aware that I recently purchased the same exact thing, so tubes of watercolor paints from the brand Arteza. Of course, that means I will inevitably compare the two together a little bit. So let's start with that. Arteza and Magicfly both have something extremely valuable on their side. They are both very affordable. I know some of you out there won't think twice about spending a little more for something you know will perform really well. But if you are like me, or like a lot of us with the past year, saving a couple of dollars or whatever currency you're using can make a big difference in your budget. So both paint sets are really affordable, which is amazing, and so far they look like they have practically the same packaging, and each tube contains the same amount of paint too. I found also that a good chunk of their shades share the name. Some looks like they are meant to be the same color, some not so much. Either way, both have an amazing range. But I will give this one to Magicfly, because they do have 10 more shades. Well, 9 actually, because they have 2 tubes of titanium white. I am very pleased by the shade range. And yes, I'm well aware that paints in tubes are easy to mix and that you can't really lose watercolors even after they have dried on your palette, as a little water can reactivate them. But it is still an advantage. You could technically do anything with the primary colors in a bit of black and white, but that's not the most convenient or efficient way unless you're really used to it. I personally like using the pure, straight out of the tube shade sometimes, also for consistency. And when I get familiar with it, I use it more efficiently, even if it means a thin wash over a small section. I feel like that knowing the product you are using when making art is always a huge advantage. Talking about knowing, a day or two before I received these paints in the mail, I had swatched all my Arteza pigments in my watercolor book. What about we try to do the same with the Magicfly ones now? I will do with them the same as I did with Arteza. I will take a little pigment right out of the tube and use a bit of water then to create a gradient effect on the paper. Then we'll look at them all and have some thoughts. these are the finished swatches, all 34 colors because I could not swatch the titanium white on a white page. They look really good. I was not expecting this, especially from the greens, the yellows, and some of the reds. And these are the Arteza ones. I have nothing to say against those. They are lovely and very vibrant. I am going to be completely honest here. I was not expecting that. I'm impressed even. I paid a very reasonable but still good amount for my Arteza box, and now those Magicfly paints that are a bit cheaper and have more shades are giving them a run for their money. The only thing I could say is that maybe some Arteza pigments were a little bit easier to blend and a tiny bit more intense, but that's not by a lot, and it sure is not about all the shades. I'm impressed, I'm genuinely impressed. I was not expecting this level of quality at all. So to give them another fair try, I swatched some of those twin shades next to each other. And I mean, folks, I cannot unsee that. They have different formulas, but they are both really good. I think I'm not alone saying that for a lot of us, the price point of some products can be saying a lot about the quality. If I am not mistaken, there's something like $10 to $20 difference price between those sets, and they're basically on the same level. Honestly, it was to a point I was wondering if the way I swatched these was really indicative of quality of pigment. So yes, maybe there are some slight differences. I think I see it, I really do, but I sure cannot be mad at it. Not with the price point and those extra shades, I would definitely consider Magicfly over Arteza. And I say that by loving Arteza, don't get me wrong. I mean, this is the brand of watercolor pencils that I use on doll faces since forever. That brand is amazing, but so is Magicfly according to this experiment. So, I'm going for the ultimate push. I made a drawing and I will paint it only using Magicfly paints, and oh, that's embarrassing. I guess they did came in with brushes and I only just found out now. Well, no matter. Let's use them now to color that drawing. It's rainbow time! Now, cue the fast forward montage. Sorry for the shaky cam. This is my kitchen table and apparently it's not as stable as I thought. But honestly, I think the results speak for themselves. Look at that! And yes, I would choose Magicfly if I could go back in time and buy only one set. And this is my honest opinion. You take it as you want, folks. The brand has been generous enough to provide me with an affiliate link and some discount codes for you friends, if you are interested in making a purchase. You will be supporting this channel too, and for that, I thank you. I will leave everything in the description box below, so look at that at your discretion, folks. As for me, well, I am honestly honored that a brand has approached me, a small creator, and I honestly cannot wait to possibly receive or buy more of their product. I have my eyes set on the mica powders and the watercolor pencils, so if I get my hand on some of these, you people will know. The pencils, by the way, were real nice. I don't own many of these, so they were much welcomed. As for my next doll repaints, I will keep you updated in my community tab. I have 3 dolls in progress right now and hopefully I can show you one soon. My next Has Been Hotel repaint is on the way as well and it's going to be quite something. In the meantime though, stay safe.